Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Thursday, August 25th, 2022. Today I'm going to recap yesterday's Major League Baseball, Wnba Playoffs, look ahead to today's baseball games, NFL Preseason tonight, Little League World Series. We have the Tour Championship to talk about, NFL Center Rankings, News and Notes, and Best Bet. We'll start with baseball. We'll try to be quick. We'll go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to today's games. Braves over the Pirates 14-2. Tigers over the Giants 6-1. Rangers over the Rockies 16-4. A's over the Marlins 3-2 and 10 on a walk-off sac fly by Sky Bolt. Guardians over the Padres 7-0. Nats over the Mariners 3-1. White Sox over the Orioles 5-3. Phils over the Reds 7-5. Rays over the Angels 4-3 and 11 on a walk-off fielder's choice by David Peralta. Blue Jays over the Red Sox 3-2 and 10. So best bet. Oh my God, major slump. Cubs over the Cardinals 7-1. Royals over the D-backs 5-3. Astros over the Twins 5-3, and the Dodgers over the Brewers 12-6. All right, not many games today. We have 9. 1 o'clock, you have the Angels at the Rays. Patrick Sandoval and Drew Rasmussen. The Rays are huge favorites here at -174. The Angels are +146. Over under 7. Overs -105. Unders -115. Angels +1.5 is -144. Rays -1.5 is +120. I'm going under. 220. Cards Cubs. Dakota Hudson and Marcus Stroman. Cardinals -116. Cubs -102. Over under 9.5. Overs -115. Unders -105. Cards -1.5 is +130. Cubs +1.5 is -156. I think there's value on So I kind of do like the Cubs. This is close. But this should be close to a pick'em. -108 each. This should be -115 and -105 maybe. So I'm going to go with the Cubs. Don't feel good about it though. 4 o'clock, Guardians Mariners. Tristan McKenzie and Marco Gonzalez. Guardians -118. Mariners even money. Over under 7.5. Overs -118. Unders -104. Guardians -1.5 is +142. Mariners +1.5 is -172. I'm surprised that the Guardians are favored here, and they're favored on, this line is absolutely correct. Even money should be 47.5, but for the game, I'm going with the under. 7 o'clock, the White Sox at the Orioles, Lance Lynn and Jordan Lyles. White Sox -120, Orioles +102, over under 8, overs -102, overs -120, unders -102. White Sox -1.5 is +140, Orioles +1.5 is -170. I'm taking the Orioles +102. They're 52.1% to win according to ESPN Analytics. Reds Phillies, Justin Dunn and Aaron Nola. Phillies -350, Reds +280, over under 8.5, overs -105, unders -115. Reds +1.5 is +132, Phillies -1.5 is -160. I like the over. Rockies Mets, Ryan Feltner and Jacob deGrom. Talk about a mismatch here. Mets -450, Rockies +350, over under 7, overs -118, unders -104. Rockies +1.5 is +150, Mets -1.5 is -182. I'm going with the under. Blue Jays Red Sox, Kevin Gausman and Cutter Crawford. Blue Jays -166, Red Sox -140, over under 9, overs -102, unders -120. Blue Jays -1.5 is -102, Red Sox +1.5 is -118. I'm going Blue Jays run line -1.5 and -102 on the road at Fenway. 8 o'clock, Twins Astros, Chris Archer and Luis Garcia. Astros -178, Twins +150, over under 8.5, -110 each way. Twins +1.5 is -140. Astros -1.5 is +116. I like the over a lot. Last but not least, 9:30, Yankees Athletics, Jameson Taillon and James Kaprielian. Funny story here is that Kaprielian used to be Yankees farmhand, and Taillon, obviously, was somebody that the Yankees acquired several years ago already. Yanks minus 225, A's plus 188, over under 7.5, minus 110 trade. Yankees minus 1.5 is minus 132, A's plus 1.5 is plus 110. I kind of do like Oakland run line. They're not going to win. I just like them on the run line. Plus 1.5 at plus 110. They should not be plus money on the run line if they're over 30% to win. So I'm taking Oakland run line plus 1.5 at plus 110. Okay, now I'll move on to the WNBA playoffs. We have a game to talk about from yesterday. The Sun over the Wings, 73-58. As Dallas season comes to an end, Connecticut moves on to face the. Are they playing the Chicago Sky? No, the Las Vegas Aces. Or no, they are playing the Chicago Sky. So, Dewana Bonner led the way, 21 points, 5 assists. Marina Mabry had 20. Algumbali actually played, and she came off the bench 6 minutes and was 0 for 3. So, she had 0 impact in this game. So, round 2, which is the semifinals, begins Sunday. We have the Storm and the Aces and the Sun and the Sky. We'll just preview and pick the series as now. So, we'll start with Storm Aces. This is what I had going into the postseason here. I think the Storm are going to upset the Aces. It's the best of 5. I'm going to go Seattle in 5 over Las Vegas. And then for this, I just feel that it's Sue Bird's time to shine. She wants to ride into the sunset on top. So I'm going to go Sue Bird in the Storm over the Aces in 5. And then the Sun and the Sky is a great series as well. I'm going to go Chicago in 5. I think Chicago's really good. I think Connecticut's going to come to play. I just don't think the Liberty are as good as really any of these contenders, and same for Dallas. So I'm going to go Sky in 5 over the Sun. All right, now I'll move on to the NFL preseason. We have a couple of matchups tonight. I think there's 3, but I could be wrong. No, there's 2. I was close. All right, 8 o'clock tonight, you have the Packers and the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers will probably see both players. The Green Bay Packers are giving 1.5 on the road. Total's 35.5. The reason why Green Bay's favored is because they have deeper quarterback room. But for this, I think 35.5 is a low preseason number. So part of me does want to go with the over. So I'm going to take the over, although I do like Green Bay as well. 8:15 on Prime Video. So you'll see Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit for the first time this preseason. And the only time before they have their big debut. It's the 49ers and the Texans. 49ers giving 3.5 totals, 41.5. Big spot for Trey Lance against some weaker opponent here in the Texans. So I'm going to lay the 3.5 for the 49ers. Although I do think Davis Mills is going to show a little something as well. Okay, now I'll move on to the Little League World Series. We have games to discuss from yesterday, and we'll look ahead to the games today. Chinese Taipei over Mexico 5-1. Honolulu, Hawaii over Nolensville, Tennessee 13-0 and 4 as a mercy rule game. Curacao over Nicaragua 7-2, and Texas over Pennsylvania 8-4. All right, today we have 2 elimination games. 3 o'clock ESPN, you have Mexico and Curacao. Curaçao's been riding this hot streak into the losers bracket. Mexico just lost to Chinese Taipei in double elimination. I just think Mexico is more talented, so I think Mexico is going to win. And at 7 o'clock on ESPN, you have Texas and Tennessee in an elimination game. I think Texas is really talented. Tennessee is a really good team, as well as they got blown out by Hawaii in their last game. I just think Texas is better. I had high hopes for them going into this tournament, so I'm going to take Texas to defeat Tennessee today. Okay, now move on to golf. We have the Tour Championship going on today into Sunday. We didn't do picks yesterday because the tournament doesn't start until 11:45 today. All right, so now I'm going to go through tee times. 11:45, you have Aaron Weiss. 11:55, C. Thiglia and Adam Scott. 12:05, JT Potson and Kyung-Hoo Lee. 12:15, Corey Connors and Brian Harmon. 12:25, Taylor Hogan, Brett Horschel. 12:35, Colin Morikawa, Victor Hovland. 12:45, Joaquin Niemann, Jordan Spieth. 12:55, Max Homa and Hideki Matsuyama. 1:05, Cam Young and Matthew Fitzpatrick. 1:15, Justin Thomas and Scott Stallings. 1:25, John Rahm and Sanjay M. 1:35, Sepp Straka, Tony Finau. 1:45, Rory McIlroy and Cam Smith. 1:55, Xander Schauffele and Sam Burns. 2:05, Scotty Scheffler and Patrick Cantlay. So, a loaded group for sure. I think that a lot of these guys have a real chance to win this tournament. And my pick to win this tournament, I have a few in mind, but I really do think that one golfer in particular stands out in this tournament here. So let's roll with, let's see, here we go. I'm going to go Tony Finau, 20-1 to win the Tour Championship. I think that's great value for Tony. I think that he'll come ready to go. So I'm going to lay a fifth of a unit on Tony Finau at 20-1 to win the Tour Championship. All right, now I'm going to do my NFL center rankings. Every team's projected starting center made the list, so 32-1. All right, 32, Jake Brendel, San Francisco 49ers. 31, Luke Fortner, Jacksonville Jaguars. 30, Robert Hainsey, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 29, Josh Myers, Green Bay Packers. 28, Andre James, Las Vegas Raiders. 27, John Feliciano, New York Giants. 26, Lucas Patrick, Chicago Bears. 25, Mason Cole, Pittsburgh Steelers. 24, Ethan Pochik, Cleveland Browns. 23, Austin Blythe, Seattle Seahawks. 22, Lloyd Cushenberry III, Denver Broncos. 21, Garrett Bradbury, Minnesota Vikings. 20, Justin Britt, Houston Texans. 19, Tyler Linderbaum, Baltimore Ravens. 18, Tyler Biadasz, Dallas Cowboys. 17, Connor McGovern, New York Jets. 16, Ted Karras, Cincinnati Bengals. 15, Bradley Bozeman, Carolina Panthers. 14, Connor Williams, Miami Dolphins. 13, Rodney Hudson, Arizona Cardinals. 12, Matt Hennessy, Atlanta Falcons. 11, Eric McCoy, New Orleans Saints. 10, Brian Kelly, Indianapolis Colts. 9, Brian Allen, Los Angeles Rams. 8, Mitch Morse, Buffalo Bills. 7, Chase Roullier, Washington Commanders. 6, David Andrews, New England Patriots. 5, Ben Jones, Tennessee Titans. 4, Frank Ragnow, Detroit Lions. 3, Creed Humphrey, Kansas City Chiefs. 2, Jason Kelsey, Philadelphia Eagles. And number 1, Corey Linsley, Los Angeles Chargers. So 3 through 1, you could argue, 1 through 3, you could argue for any order of that of the top 3. I went Lindsley 1 because he's just been so consistent the last several years. Jason Kelce, I put at the 2 spot. He's had a fabulous career. He's still very good. But I'm not sure when the decline's coming. He's like the Tom Brady of centers in a weird way. Creed Humphrey, he had an amazing rookie year. We may see some regression. So that's why I dropped him or put him at the 3 spot. Ragnow's a player on the rise. Ben Jones is super underrated. David Andrews has been a little up and down. Chase Roulier is super underrated. Mitch Morse is a veteran, been there and done that. Brian Allen's been really good on the Rams last several years. Ryan Kelly looking for a bounce back after a disappointing year last year. So there you have it. The center rankings for this year. Tomorrow will be pass rush. So defensive ends tomorrow. All right, now I'll move on to the news and notes for today. Breaking news right now. Chet Holmgren to miss the 2022-23 NBA season due to a right foot injury. That is just absolutely brutal for the Oklahoma City Thunder and their fans. Everyone was looking forward to seeing him play. A lot of people felt he was the best player in the draft. A lot of people were excited to see him perform with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Josh Giddey. But now you're not going to see that because he injured his foot in the Pro AM League. That's why it's so risky to do the Pro AM League in the summer. You see players get hurt doing other non-NBA related activities, but related to basketball all the time. You saw it with Paul George the 1 year. And now I see it here with Chet Holmgren. Just absolutely brutal news for the Thunder this morning. The Lakers in advanced talks to send Talen Horton-Tucker and Stanley Johnson to Utah for Pat Beverly. So it looks like that's going to happen. Pat Beverly, yet another veteran to join the Lakers. And LeBron and THT and Stanley Johnson go to the Jazz. So that looks like it's going to happen. I don't know if I like that deal for the Lakers. I know Beverly's a good defensive guard, but they really just squashed any chance they had of getting a better player. But at least they have all those picks. All right, we'll go to football now. Tyron Smith out indefinitely as he has a torn hamstring that could cost him multiple months. Brutal news for the Dallas Cowboys. They've had a rough offseason, rough training camp with some of these injuries. Michael Gallup's hurt. They had another injury. James Washington. Now Tyron Smith's out, and he's very important to them. So, just brutal news for Dallas. Giants wide receiver Colin Johnson out for the season with the torn Achilles. Brian DeBall is pumping up this kid as like a 4th or 5th string, or number 4, number 5 receiver, not 4th or 5th string, but 2nd string player. So that's unfortunate for the Giants. Sterling Shepard back for the Giants off the PUP list as he's practicing for the first time since tearing his Achilles last year, so that is good news for them. And I don't even know if he's going to be in their top 3 in terms of receivers because they're pumping up Wan'Dale Robinson a lot. Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy launch a new golf league as they reveal a new team-based golf league that will start in 2024 in partnership with the PGA Tour. So that is really cool, unlike the Live. So I really, really like that for golf a lot. Some hockey news. Vegas Golden Knights signed Phil Kessel 1 year, $1.5 million. I think that is an excellent signing for Vegas. Provides some depth, veteran leadership, and really could play anywhere on that team. Sebastian Aho, the Islanders' Sebastian Aho, arrested for drunk driving in Sweden on August 13th, so that's not good. EA drops the NHL cover for NHL 23. So, go check it out. The MLB released its 2023 schedule where all 30 teams will play each other for the first time ever. At least one time. Division games go from 19 to 13. Intra-league is 54 and interleague is 46. So it's going to be really interesting to see the schedule. I have not looked at it yet. Maybe I'll do a special show on the Major League Baseball schedule once the college football preseason or college football predictions shows are done and whatnot. Because I really want to look at this because there could be return games we haven't seen yet. Because now everybody's playing each other. So, and then rematches and whatnot. So, the Major League Baseball schedule is now more interesting that everyone plays each other. And it's funny because I always said that the least interesting schedule release is the Major League Baseball schedule release. But now it's more interesting because everyone plays each other. And you'll know when, like, return dates are and rematches and whatnot, like I just mentioned. So, once I get a chance, I'll obviously take a look at that. And Djordje Milovic is leaving Major League Soccer and will join Dutch club Alkmaar from Montreal in January. So that is interesting Major League Soccer news right there. And last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. I'm going to the same matchup that I made my best bet in yesterday. But except I'm going to lay a run line. I'm going to lay it with the Toronto Blue Jays at Fenway. Minus 102. Minus 1.5. And I'm going to lay a half unit on this. So, minus 1.5 and minus 102 with the Toronto Blue Jays in Boston against the Red Sox is my best bet of the day. All right, that's it for today's show. I'll be back tomorrow recapping everything in baseball and looking ahead to the weekend. We'll pick the WNBA semifinal game ones, I should say. We have NFL preseason to talk about, NASCAR, news and notes, defensive end rankings, best bet, and so much more. And college football. We'll pick college football on tomorrow's podcast. How exciting is that? Have a great day, everybody.